What up, what up? It's your boy Bugzy Lavoe.
What's going on, world? It's the young GOAT, Peazo, Bam, Wham.
94.9 City Boys. Thank y'all for tuning in. We the unfiltered voice of Fort Myers. I'm sitting here with a very, very, very special guest.
Yes, sir.
Top 15 beers in the Florida rap game, period.
Yes, sir.
And none other than, introduce yourself, boss.
Man, it's your dog, Lil Kee. You already know what time it is, man. Hey.
Man, so let's get into it, man. Like,
do it.
You've been in the game for about how long? About 10, 15?
Oh, man. You know, I'm losing track of time right now, man.
You're a veteran.
I mean, I started DJing, probably about a little over 20 years ago.
What about like as an artist, though? When you start?
As an artist, I say about 15 years.
So what was like your first step in the music scene? Like, I know some people start off as rappers, some start off as producers. What was your first step in like music?
I started out as a DJ. Rock DJs in Tampa was a real big like DJ movement.
Okay.
I started out, like the old school way, carrying crates.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Digging through the record.
Yeah.
Ain't
man,
no Serato.
No, I couldn't. No, it wasn't even. You couldn't even DJ. It was like you was a crate carrier. You know what I'm saying? You bring those crates. You know what I'm saying? And then in return, like they'll let you, get on the ones and twos, like, when not like live in the mix, but
Right.
like just to practice. You know what I'm saying? And kind of fill you out from there. But yeah, man.
So how long did that go on until you were like officially in the club or something?
I mean, probably about a couple months. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you picked up quick, really?
Oh yeah, real. I mean, cause I always been a fan of music. I pick up on things real quick. So
then after DJing, you kind of segued into producing? Or it
yeah,
was like around the same
So
time?
yeah, it was strictly as a DJ, and then I was always like, even since I was real little, I was always like, I always wondered like how was music made, you know what I'm saying? So when I started DJing and I started like really, it wasn't no internet like it was now, you feel me? So I had to really dig and like learn. But once I started to really dig into it, like as far as finding out what an actual drum machine was,
Right.
I started renting one from this local spot in the city, renting it because I couldn't afford one, so I started
But what
renting
gave
it.
you like the confidence to just do all of that, to really go hard?
I don't know. It was just something in me that I always wanted to be, I wanted to make music. You know what I'm saying? Music that I felt like I like. I mean, I like all music, but I wanted to actually be a part of making music. You know what I'm saying?
Is that why you also like, I was reading here that you own like 2 record shops also?
I did. Yeah, I did. Well, not now, but I did. I mean, right now everybody's streaming everything, but I had like a CD. I started out with Rock and Rod DJs. When they had like tapes. They used to sell tapes. You know what I'm saying? And then I opened up 2 stores that we did like mixtapes and CDs and stuff like that.
So you were a DJ, you were a producer,
And he has his own stores.
How did you get into rapping when you already had that going on for you?
I never wanted to be a rapper.
Yeah,
I really didn't.
So
I wanted to be a producer and an executive. That was my main thing.
Was there anything that like forced you to like come from behind the scenes?
Yeah. So I had this group called Blackjack Boys. They was real big in the city. We had a nice little record.
Big in Tampa, right?
Yeah. And one of the artists, like if the original artwork for the lead and single like this, I wasn't in. I was on the song as I rapped on the song, but I just rapped on the song like it was a demo record. You know, I used to demo a bunch of records, then they would come in and just lay their verses.
Okay.
But my demo was pretty good, so we just left it on there.
Yeah.
But the actual photo shoot for the single, I wasn't in that photo shoot.
But it was your song.
No, it was their song. I was
But you made it.
Yeah, exactly. I was like part of the group, but
Like
I
a
was like,
ghostwriter in
I
a
didn't
way.
want to be in the group. You know what I'm saying? And then one of the artists left the group, so they was like, man, you should just be in the group. And I'm like, all right, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
And then that's really how I became an artist. It wasn't. I never wanted to be an artist. I always wanted to sign artists and produce for them and put them out there, but
Like on some A&R
it just
type of thing.
I never wanted to be an artist.
But would you do that? Would you do that now?
Was that? Oh yeah, absolutely.
Or would you try to finish out your career as a musician?
I mean, I want to finish out my career on how I started, which was, executive producer. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm an artist because it's like demanded of me at this point. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I really, want to manage artists and produce really, you know, play the behind the scenes role. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I see a lot of royalty checks on the back end from like the Busted Wide Open and a lot of other records I done.
And that's what makes it funny that you said that it was demanded that you would be an artist, because at the time when you came out, it's like you came out with hit after hit after hit, and then it's like we didn't hear from you after a while.
Yeah, I took a break. You know what I'm saying? I felt like things was moving too fast for me. Because like I said,
once again, mean by too fast though?
I think it was moving too fast. Like you know what I'm saying, there was a lot of things I wasn't doing right. I wasn't living right.
Well, that also be because like you had
and then when things pop off like that, you know, you don't have the right people around you, and you not making the right decisions. And home life took a turn too. So I want to make sure my home life was straight, my family was straight. You know what I'm saying? I
want to get burnt out. Probably it's a lot.
Oh yeah, I mean when you on the road 3-4 days out the week, you know what I'm saying, and like it's different. You know what I'm saying? Like when you get home, it's like you don't even know how to be home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
work more.
You get you just don't really know how to really be the homely person. You feel me? So. It just got to the point, man, where I was like, you know, let me take a little break. You know what I'm saying? And it really wasn't a break. It was just I was working on music the whole time. I just wasn't
just keeping it in the clutch or something.
Yeah, man. And I felt like, you know, where music was going in my market, it just
But was that break like necessary to get your groove back?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Because you know because what happens is when you in that mode, you chasing a certain sound, and that sound ends up becoming the same sound.
Yeah.
Over and over and over again. So you gotta say, okay, you know what? Let me take a little break.
Live life a little bit.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And then when you live in life and you leaving the country and you doing certain things and you see different things, you can kind of talk about different things. You know what I'm saying?
Now I want to get into like when you first started popping off. Did you sign to a major label or you stayed independent?
I signed. I actually got 2 deals. I had signed a deal with Javon Black when he had the Shorty Tear It Up record on Universal. That was a bad deal.
That was a bad deal.
I seen that, but I seen your Instagram. You said first one you got raped, second one you raped them.
So how was that a bad deal?
It was a bad deal because it was a single deal, and it just was. I mean, I don't want to say it was a bad deal. It just wasn't the deal we should have took. It wasn't enough upfront money, and it you know, like labels they do what's called write-off deals. You feel me? Like they're gonna sign you. Like if you notice, if you really pay attention to it, like November, December, January, you're gonna see a lot of artists get signed. Okay, and they're write-offs. You feel me? It's a budget.
So write-off deal is what they give artists for singles? Is that what a single deal is?
It don't even matter. Like, they have a budget, a yearly budget.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Well, okay, this is what we're going to spend signing artists.
Okay.
You feel me? And if they don't meet that budget, you know what I'm saying? Let's say they got $100,000 left over. Okay, let's go sign 10 artists, give them 10 grand a piece. You feel me?
It's like slave deal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, we ain't gonna do nothing with it because they gotta write it off. It's a tax write-off. You feel me? So
that's what you get.
So a lot of artists, you know, they get the recognition of, oh man, I got a deal, and they can post it and say, okay, I'm signed, whatever. But if you really think all these artists, a lot of artists that got deals, they ain't really doing nothing because it's just that, you know, it's just a write-off. They don't, but the artists don't know that. They don't know that till they sign that deal and they realize, well, the label ain't doing nothing for me right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's kind of what that situation was. The second deal, I learned, and I pretty much I raped the label. You feel me?
Finesse the finesses.
I got everything out the deal, but I think I got too much out the deal because, you know what I'm saying? It's either they gonna take everything, or you gonna or they gonna give up everything. You got to kind of play the middle if you really want to be successful with a label, because if they ain't making no money, why they gonna push it?
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? So
how you feel you got too much out there?
I got everything. I got 100% publishing. I own all my masters.
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I mean it's a great thing. It's a great thing, but
that's what the artists want, right?
But at the same time, like, you know, the reason you get signed is really for a label to get behind you 100% and like put that that movement behind you.
I feel
but when
that.
you taking so much from them and they ain't making no money, why they gonna put $100, $200,
Hold on,
$300
but like back to your first deal, how did you get out that deal? Because I know sometimes they keep people in the hold and they don't let them get their deal.
I had a good lawyer.
Yeah.
And from the very beginning, I had a great lawyer.
That'll make a break.
I had a great lawyer. I just told my lawyer, I was like, hey, I want to get out this deal.
Yeah.
And it took us like 3 months and we was out the deal.
Because you hear stories.
But here's the thing. When it's
a lot of situations
but when
like
it's
that.
a tax write-off deal, they don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll let you out the deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not signing you based on, I mean, even though that situation was a great situation, great art, Javon Black is a great artist. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't see it that way. It was just a tax write-off for them. For them, they was like, okay, we'll let them go, no problem.
Yeah, and it was like, whatever.
You know what I'm saying? They tried to sign me again when with the Bust Wide Open record, but I turned them down. Yeah,
I would feel the same way.
I mean, and I ain't turned them down out of spite. It's just they was trying to give me the same deal.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And you already did better than that. Yeah.
Now, one thing I wanted to talk about is like, all right, just the progression of your career, right? Like when first this ain't first, but early on you dropped like the I Miss My Dog record about Tampa Tony, right?
Yeah,
Tampa Tony.
Shout out Tampa Tony.
Like, how does it feel like through all these years? You still doing music. He finally come home. Like, what was that feeling like?
I mean, it's a great feeling, man. Here's the thing, like when I made that record, I made that record when my brother and Tampa Tony got locked up around the same time. So it was even deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like doing something because I felt like especially with Tampa Tony was there with the Blackjack Boys days where he just so
Blackjack Boys goes bad.
He just would reach out and say, hey man, I got a show here, man. Y'all boys trying to get out there, come out here. You know what I'm saying? So there was no hidden agenda. You know what I'm saying? It was just straight love. And once again, Tampa Tony remember me from Rock and Rod DJs.
Okay.
He remembered that little kid that was lifting crates and was really passionate about making the music. So when I started making the music, it was easy for him to say, you know what, hey, I see what you're trying to do. I like what you're doing, and you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna help you. You know what I'm saying. Yeah. But the sad part was he got right in the beginning, like before I even took off, he got locked up. You know
so how did it feel when he came home and y'all were able?
Oh, it felt good, man. It felt real good. I was one of the first. Like the day he got out, he wasn't even supposed to tell nobody he was out. He wasn't even, you know what I'm saying. Like he reached out to me and was like, hey man, hey I'm out. I'm like, what? He was like, I'm out. Meet me at the casino, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You already know what it is.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was a real good look for the city. And I'm gonna be honest with you, that situation actually made me say, you know what? Let me get back.
Yeah.
Because I was chilling, like up until then, like I had music. And
was it because he came out ready to drop again, or like what was the motivation?
Nah, he made me feel. He made when he came out and he did his album release party. For his EP, it felt like that old Tampa. It made me like I had lost like that feeling, like that touch of wanting to make music.
So what really changed in Tampa? Because I feel like from Fort Myers, from my outside looking in, I always feel like Tampa had that unity and they were always able to link. So like, what really changed in Tampa, if anything?
I think it's a lot that changed, man. There was a lot. It was a lot going on in Tampa around that time. A lot of
because around that time it's like
illegal things going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's Florida.
But it got to the point where you had like in this game you gotta have structure. You feel me? You if you're an artist, you gotta have people. As an artist, you gotta have people that want to look up to you as an artist,
right? Or
want to believe in your situation. But when you got people that got money, you know what I'm saying, that can do what you do, and I'm just keeping it real. If you got a big chain, if you buying out sections, if you VIP, if you driving Bentleys, like if you doing that right, and I'm doing that, you don't really look at me like as that star, like you know what I'm saying, because you can do it.
Yeah,
you feel me? So it's like at that point, it's like. He ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think, what happened in Tampa was you had a lot of regular people that became promoters, entertainers, rappers.
I seen that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it kind of got, there was no
like oversaturated.
Yeah, there was no managers, there was no executives, there was nobody really that wanted to be that person behind the scenes. And
everybody want to be a star.
Yeah, and it just trickled down. It just trickled down the way it just kind of like put Tampa as a movement in a halt, you know what I'm saying? And then
that makes sense.
And then it made it, you know, everybody started making music that kind of sounded like Atlanta and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
you know, I mean, which I ain't got nothing against that, you know what I'm saying?
But I don't really feel like Tampa too much did the whole Atlanta way, because I know like everybody went to biting the Atlanta way, but y'all kept it like strictly Jook. I feel like y'all kept that dance factor into it.
We did, and the DJs helped keep it that way, but there was a lot of up and coming artists that didn't want to join, that didn't want to be part of that movement, which that's cool. I feel you know, do whatever you want, but Tampa is known for a certain sound, just like Atlanta is known for a certain sound.
Yeah.
California, LA, West Coast doing this. If you listen to really like look at the Tatiana record, that's a Jook record. But just you feel me?
Yeah, I ain't thinking about it.
They doing what we doing. They just ain't doing it as Jookish. They kind of putting like a hood swag on it or whatever. You feel me? But you know, right now, man, I feel like Tampa is in a good place right now, man. You know what I'm saying? For a while, for the last couple of years, it wasn't. But musically, right now, Tampa in a lot better place right now.
I feel like you and Tom G, I was like the fabric of like the Tampa scene. Like at least to us, like as soon as we seen y'all, we seen Tampa. Who's like some of the new kids like coming up in Tampa that y'all rock with?
I mean, you got a couple, man. You got Young Dread. That's Dread. Doing his thing.
I seen Famous Kid Brick. He just signed.
Kid Brick doing his thing. But see, Kid Brick, you know, he really kind of came up around the same time.
Yeah,
I'm talking about like new, like really, really new. You know what I'm saying? Who else doing their thing in Tampa right now?
Cause like
Cut Road Boy, he doing his thing right now. I've been hearing a lot about him.
I already check him out. I haven't heard him.
C-Bane.
Right.
He in St. Pete. He in St. Pete. But he definitely got a major wave right now going on. Yeah. He got a major wave right now going on.
Now you got this new record thing. It ain't really that new, but
I was just
but it's like
about that.
You know, it's a few months.
Well, it's a few months old. But you gotta think like with Busted Wide Open, man. When Busted Wide Open popped, believe it or not, it was like a year and a half old.
So y'all was working out for a year and a half
for like a year and a half.
I wasn't pushing the record.
So what? Oh, it just popped like from the people?
I was DJing. I wasn't even playing the record. Strizzo came to me and was like, "Hey, man, Busted Wide Open, hottest record in the city." I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
I ain't believe him. He said, "No, I'm serious, bro."
So what it took to prove it to you? Like,
he said, "Play." No, he told me. He said, "Play the record." And he said, "You playing that?" I said, "No." He was like, "How you ain't playing your own record?" I said, "Cause I mean,
you know what's crazy though? It's like if you trying to say that to these kids nowadays, I want to be rappers. Like, man, it took me a year and change for this record.
Oh, yeah.
They're not gonna get it. They think it's supposed to happen like right away as soon as they drop it.
Like you know, any record I've ever had that had any kind of success always been out for maybe minimum 8 months before it like really.
Before it got.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. Lil Mama, the Shawty Tear Up record, that was probably the fastest record that ever took off, and that was still about 6-7 months old before it like.
So how
really,
you know
really
to like hold faith? Like how do you know like not to put a time limit on?
I know from just, you know, testing the record.
I feel like you gotta let the streets decide.
And that too, but the DJs are real honest with me.
Okay.
And if a DJ not honest with me, because I am a DJ.
I can't tell, because there's a lot of people that be like.
I know, like it's certain DJs that'll say.
Everybody be like, yeah, I mess with it.
Record,
it's
man.
cool.
Yeah, it's straight, bro. It's straight.
But they'll never give you any.
But I know, because I get that random, like, call or text, bro. Like, matter of fact, I'll tell you with the Thick Beer record. Like,
okay.
DJ Chris Sean hit me up.
Yeah. Shout out DJ Chris Sean.
Out the blue. And was like, I got it in the text. I still got the text.
And he was just like, bro,
this is the record. You gotta go 100 on this record.
Did you feel the same way with that record like you did with the
I felt like it, but I had dropped like 5 other records before that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? When I first started coming back out.
And that's the one you
and I was like, yeah, whatever, you know. but when he told me that, because I ain't feel like that was a record. But when he told me that, I was like, okay, since he telling me that, I'm gonna go hard on this record.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And since I started going hard on the record, I've been getting more feedback. Phone's been ringing again, you know what I'm saying? In this business, if your phone ain't ringing,
yeah,
you know, like I ain't gonna front. Like my phone ain't ring for a long time. You know what I'm saying?
Lil Key back.
I'm like, okay, my phone promoter's calling me now, so now I feel, you know, okay.
Right. And like I like this song. My the manager at the station, she loved this song. But the song that I like from you is called Lil Kee Coming.
Oh yeah.
That bit hard.
And here's the thing, like cut like that.
Doodle Brown type.
And
like,
the thing,
no.
and you know what's funny? He'll throw like I tell my DJ, I say, hey, put the show set together. I just like him, you know, I let him throw it together.
That's fire.
And
he
always throw it in there.
That's chemistry.
And I be like, okay. So that right there let me know, okay, then that's a record that maybe I need to really mess with a little bit more, because see, it be the records that people be like, oh man, that's the one. Yeah. And I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that ain't the record. Yeah. It be the records that be low key, like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, well, you like that record? Oh, okay. All right, cool.
Has it ever been a song like where you just felt like you went your hardest on and it didn't get any traction?
Yeah, there is actually.
What song would that be?
There's a couple of them.
What song would that be? Like the one that come to head.
Oh man,
I got man, I really had one, and it just
probably a lot of songs.
Man, there's a lot of them, man.
I wouldn't say a lot though, because I can name a lot that pop for you too. Though
it's a lot of them. I put out a lot of music, like right after Bust Wide Open. Mm-hmm. I put out a lot of music. You know what I'm saying? But I think I lost when I was putting out music. Then I was losing track, like of the original hustle of pushing music, because I put a record out, push it for like a month. All right, whatever. Drop the next record. Instead of sticking to that plan of really pushing the record. Yeah. Because what's old to you ain't old to somebody else. Right, like I was just down in West Palm Beach, and the DJ down there, and I know this DJ for like 5-6 years now, that been doing shows down there. And Big Nick, that's his name. So he was like, hey man, that Big record, boy, I'm going hard. Boy, that's the one. I've been pushing the record for like 8 months now. That's the reason why I'm down here, is because I'm promoting this record. You know what I'm saying? But that let me know that everybody ain't heard it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody ain't heard the record, so I still got work to do.
And that's what I be trying to tell like artists in my city, like, because most people think because like, okay, we got the internet, so music it's so much music, it's saturated, it gets digested quick. And so people would think, if I don't get any reaction within like the first week, this must not be it.
Nah, you'll be surprised, man. Like I've heard, like right now with the streaming, with everything going on with the streaming, I'll be on Spotify and I'll listen to an album like okay, for instance, Gunna.
Yeah.
Like I hated that guy, bro.
You hated him?
When I heard it. I'm like,
I'm young. I mess with Gunna.
I'm just saying, like I hated it, bro.
I understand where you coming from.
And then out of nowhere, like I heard it a couple times and I'm like, dude doing this thing right now. I'm like, and now like I be on it. You know what I'm saying?
I just look at him as an instrument rather, because there's some artists that can play an instrument rather than a lyricist.
You ain't really got to say nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? If you got a melody that can stick in your head, that's it.
Yeah.
It don't even matter at that point. You know what I'm saying?
If it's melodic.
So
that's
Young
man. Thug whole wave pretty much.
Just
don't say nothing and just make it sound good. Man. Throw auto-tune.
But does that discourage you sometimes, like when you see like?
Absolutely not. I don't. It actually make it easier for me.
I appreciate
it made it easier for me to make my project, because I'm like, okay, if they doing this, like, bro, like, because I always felt like I couldn't rap. I always felt like that. If you listen to my old records, I'd be like, in my lyrics, I say I can't rap. You know what I'm saying?
You don't need to rap nowadays.
Like, I say
remember song you said
like because I came up in a lyrical time. You feel me?
Okay.
I came up in a lyrical time where New York, like it was like you had to be on some New York like lyricists. So for me, I felt like I never could rap. So I felt like I'm dropping a project on the 5th, and I felt like it's my best work as far as lyrically goes. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, you know, and I ain't saying that, you know, the new wave made it easier for me, but it is my best work because I had a lot of time to really work on it.
Yeah. In other words, when you said made the beat in 2 minutes, dropped the verse in about 30, you wasn't lying.
I wasn't lying on that, boy. I wasn't even lying on that.
So how long did it take you to get to that level? Was you always able to just crank out music like that? Did it ever take you?
Lyrically, I wasn't. As a producer, I was.
So like before you got to like how trained you are, how long did it usually take you to make a song?
30 minutes.
30 minutes still?
No, we go back to Blackjack Boys.
So how long it took you to make? We go back
to the flow, 30 minutes.
Bust Wide Open, how long that took?
Oh man, that took about 30 minutes. No playing, bro. I made the beat. And I did
That's hard.
Here's the thing, Bustin' Wide Open wasn't supposed to be my song. Once again.
Yeah.
It always happened like
you wrote it for somebody else?
It was a Key Zone Boy song. You know what I'm saying? I made the beat and I did the hook. I was never on the verse.
Then you was like, hey.
Strizzo was on the verse. I had an artist named G Child that was on the verse, and Javon Black was on the verse.
Yep.
I was never on it. You know what I'm saying? And then Stroll was like, man, you should get on it. I'm like, nah, whatever, man.
Yeah.
You're like, man, get on it, man. I'm telling you. And I did the verse. And it was, and if you really do the research, the original release, it says Keys on Boys, Bust It Wide Open.
On YouTube, yeah.
Keys on Boys, Bust It Wide Open. It was never a Lil Kee record.
Yeah.
Strizzo told me, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? We need a movement, you know what I'm saying, in the Keys on label. You need to, and that's one thing, like, a lot of people don't have is people that, like, are willing to put their situation in the back and push you forward.
Because nowadays, everybody don't have a lot of that stars. Yeah.
He was like, man, look, you need to just make it Lil Kee featuring Keys on Boys. I said, all right, cool. But I never played the record.
Yeah.
And I was DJing everywhere at the time.
So you didn't play the record.
I was DJing in the studio, ain't with him, and I never played the song.
So how did
I was
it
playing
get out?
everything else off my Jook City album. I was playing every record off of that except Bust It Wide Open. And it was the hottest record in Tampa, and I had no idea.
Wow.
Till Strizzo came. I was shooting a video. We was shooting a video for It's My Dog's birthday.
Yeah.
And Strizzo's like, bro, Bust It Wide Open is the hottest record in the city. I said,
you played that video.
All right, cool. I just thought he was trying to gas me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He said, no, I'm serious. Don't just brush me off, bro.
So
and
do
I'm
you
like,
second guess yourself a lot?
All the time.
But why? Because it seems like your first move always.
I'm dropping a project on the 5th, and I'm thinking about changing the date. It's done. It's mixed, mastered, and done.
Does that come with like being a perfectionist or anything?
Because it's old to me. You understand what I'm saying? It's a 2-year-old project to me, so it's like, I don't like it no more.
But what makes you confident like that you can still drop it and it's gonna stand in the pen?
It's not even the confidence. I just
gotta do it.
I just gotta do it. Because I feel like this: if I'm sitting on it,
it's only gonna get older.
Not just that, but if I'm sitting on 2 bangers right now,
right,
then I'm gonna be comfortable. I ain't gotta make no more bangers because I know I got 2 bangers and I got 2 bangers that I know I can release. But if I release them and if I ain't got nothing in the vault,
you like, oh, I gotta.
Then I gotta go back and work now. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
but if they're sitting there, it's like, okay, let me go to the beach today and chill. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta do nothing.
So you say you got a project coming out?
Yeah, on the April 5th.
You got a title?
JOD3, Jook Die 3.
Jook Die 3. So we going back to that Tampa Jook music.
Yeah,
all that.
I mean, it's
well, we got it. Like, what can we expect though?
Everything. It's an album. I mean, to be honest with you, probably gonna really get maybe about four actual Jook tracks.
Okay.
It's gonna be like the Jook Die 1 album.
Oh, so it's just like a continuous.
Yeah, the continuance of that. You know what I'm saying? But I got some decent features on there. I got old school JT Money on there. With Tampa Tony. That's a banger.
I love how you pay homage, bro.
That's a banger there.
Those
you know what I'm saying? And that was another record like Tampa
OGs.
Tony was like, man, we did that record like about 6 months ago, About 6 months ago, and they pressing me, man, drop it. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't drop that record right now. If I drop that, it's gonna derail Thick, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? It's like it's gonna take the attention off of that.
So when do you know like when it's time to drop another one? You just like does it like eventually the reaction die down or
I just let it happen. Like when I drop
you just try to stay consistent?
When I drop the project, if people gravitate to that record, then I know okay, I ain't got no choice but to do it and just really get behind that record. I feel like I've been pushing Thick for a little minute now. I think I started working that record in September of 18.
Damn, that's a while.
That's by the time she started playing it.
Yeah, about September of 18. Yeah. So I probably got about another 2 more months where I'm gonna really go hard for it. Cause right now I hit every club, every market.
Oh, definitely. They
like,
play it in the city.
I hit every market in Florida. So if a DJ don't got it, it's just
that's on them.
They don't got it because they don't want to have it. You know what I'm saying? I really worked that record, so I know I did everything I could to promote it. You know
so overall, you know, when it's all said and done, like how do you know, what do you see yourself within the next few years? Like you want to keep doing music, or you want to eventually like fade back and play CEO?
That's what I want to do.
Yeah,
you know, you can't. Listen, man, I don't want to have a bunch of gray hair trying to make it, bro. As an artist, you know what I'm saying? I really don't. You know,
I feel like you made it to an extent, though. Like,
I mean, you know, for me, I have made it. A lot of people, to get you know, to the point where I'm at in life, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I have made it, but I have certain goals that I feel like I haven't achieved yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it ain't even $1 million goals, you feel me?
Yeah,
you know, it could be goals as a man, you feel me? Being a little bit more humble or being a little bit more patient. Like with my brother, I'm on his head.
Yeah.
With my Reed, I'm on his head. You know what I'm saying? As a man, just growing as a man, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if you got peace, bro, you made it.
That part,
it don't matter.
sure.
If you got peace doing what you're doing right now, you made it as a person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got people that got $1 million, ain't got peace.
Especially in the entertainment industry, because you hear these stories of people going crazy. Like, they trying to make it so bad. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
man.
they sacrifice their morals.
And I understand that because I've been there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I've been there to where, like, dude, I'm talking about, like, Blackjack Boys days, okay, light bill or posters.
Yeah, yeah. That's the grind.
Phone, no cell phone there. Phone bill or 1,000 CDs. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then that come back to haunt you with your family. Like, you know, you feel like you did it, you sacrificed, but your whole family sacrificed.
Right.
So your family come to you like, yo, we sacrificed with you. You understand what I'm
Really,
saying? We know about getting those lights turned off, about the music. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, you know, if you haven't had those struggles, I feel like for me, that's why I feel like I made it, because I don't have to stress about bills or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? My family good. And right now I'm making music because I'm making it out of fun and love of the music, not to make money.
And you can hear it.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm having fun with it again. Back a couple of years before I took my little hiatus, I was making it to, you know, kind of stay relevant and make the money.
So your heart wasn't in it, really?
Nah, not like it was. Not like it was, man. And it's funny because you listen to all my projects and you'll hear it. You'll hear like, okay, he went so hard here.
Yeah.
And then he was okay here. And then this one, I don't know what he was thinking on that. You know what I'm saying? And then this one, like, oh, okay, something happened in between this time to make him say, okay. And that's how it is with my project right now.
I can't wait to hear it.
Damn, man. Well, all right. Now, before we wrap up, as some of y'all may know, I do these poems. I do these poems to uplift the youth and to provide hope.
Okay.
Yes,
so
sir.
I hope y'all tune in and enjoy. This poem right here is called 2019 Equality for All. And it goes a little something like this.
Okay. What you got, boys?
Michelle Obama, Hillary Clinton, Kim K. We've progressed with time. It's a new day. Women have stepped up to the plate since men have slacked. It's 2019, equality for all. I bought your Uber here. You can buy your Uber back. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. 94.9 City Boys, we out.
Peazo Bell, Lil Kee. Yeah.